Yeah, it was beautiful. Well done.
Thank you very much. And thank you, YouTube, for all the love. Thank you for hanging out with us tonight. It was really nice of you. So I'll see you next week. So, all right, you guys have a good show. Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hi, Dumpster.
Hey, Kaz, how we doing?
I'm pretty excited. What about you?
On deck and ready to rock. This is going to be fun.
Oh, dear. I don't know where to start. Dumpster and I,
perhaps we could start with a blessing from Sean.
Yeah, well, I just want to say good morning to all of our beautiful Patriots on chat.
Hello, guys.
And Dumpster and I are really proud to bring you Sean, the war drummer. And all I can say is turn it up, folks. Sean.
Call your friends. Get your friends on board. Tell your family. This is going to be a great show, guys.
Yeah. Sean.
Can you hear me?
We would be honoured. Yes, we can hear you beautifully.
Would you lead us in prayer, please, sir? I know you're a spiritual man. We usually start the show with a blessing.
Sure. Father, thank you so much for sending your son to die for us and just to illuminate our eyes tonight, this morning, actually. And Father, we praise you and we thank you for being who you are in our lives and guide our conversation. In Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. And I think that was an amen from the cat too.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sean. That was beautiful.
Well said. Thank you, sir.
Oh, wow. That was awesome. For those of you that haven't any idea who Sean is, the war drummer, Sean is an author, musician, and he's the mouth of Serialbrain2. And he's got a beautiful cat. So to kick off, Sean.
That isn't my cat, by the way. I don't know whose that is. I don't have
that must be.
That's West's cat, and she's got an open mic.
Oh, dear.
And neither of us has mod access.
If Thumper's around or Pamphlet, would you guys mind muting West's mic, please? That would be much appreciated. Okay, sorry about that, Sean.
Sorry, folks. This is all free, all volunteer.
Hey, I want to know what is CBTS?
Calm before the storm.
Serialbrain said this. He said, "Let them know I said hello to everybody on their team, and in particular to Pamphlet and his wife, whom I've known since CBTS."
Wow, that's awesome. Shout out to Pam and Radix.
Yeah, guys.
Yeah.
Absolutely. They set all this up and I'm having a blast. So thanks, Pam. Thank you, Radix. And thank you for being here, War Drummer.
You're welcome.
Okay, Sean.
Yes.
To kick off for the evening or the morning, would you kindly tell us about your journey that led you to Q?
Gee, well, are you familiar with William Cooper?
Yes.
Well, I don't know if you can tell the similarities between the way I narrate and William Cooper, but he's like a big influence on me.
Oh, wow.
And I was searching through some William Cooper YouTube videos, and I ran across this guy talking about this character named Q. And this was probably about a year ago. Yeah, and then I just kind of investigated from there, and it took off. And then, of course, I heard Serialbrain.
Yes. Heard Red?
Red.
Yes.
Red. Yeah, I didn't know anyone else read his stuff on YouTube. And
wow.
you know, I'm a writer, so when I read his stuff, I'm like, you know, this has to get out there. So I contacted him, and we started working together.
And so how long ago was that, Sean?
Trying to think. I can go back. Actually, I could go back to my YouTube channel and look at the first video I ever did with him and see how far back that was. Let's see.
Wow.
It wasn't very long ago.
Okay, so
That's the thing. None of us have really been doing this for very long at all, have we? This Q stuff.
Yeah, my first video with Serialbrain was July 1st.
oh wow, this year. Goodness gracious, of course.
Yeah.
July 1st.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just seeing if I can find it. Here I've got your
that's the JetBlue plane.
Where we go one, that was 4 months ago. That would be about right, wouldn't it?
Yeah. So it's back there. It's actually I was you know, I write pieces and I would narrate them, and of course when I started reading Serialbrain, everything blew up.
Yeah. It sort of breaks it down nicely, doesn't he?
Yeah. And
so
then,
you guys
and then
sorry.
of course the bit of film of the president talking about the mouth and the brain in our introduction, when that happened, he and I realized what was going on. So the president was addressing us.
Absolutely. So did you feel that you were brought together?
Oh yeah.
The paths were meant to join.
Yeah, absolutely. He may be listening. He may be listening right now. I would think he is.
Oh, really?
I'm sure.
Hi, Serialbrain.
You know, I'm sure he is. So.
Okay, so Sean, tell us about now, because I'm a huge fan, and you've been dropping quite a few amazing pieces of art in these last few days. And tell us about Killing of the King, Sonic Sorcery.
Well, first of all, I'm glad you recognized that these aren't just videos; they're pieces of art. You know, that means a lot. That's, you know, I'm trying to paint a picture. Even though I'm making a video, there's another picture that I'm trying to paint apart from that. So thank you.
Yes, absolutely. So your inspiration for creating The Killing of the King?
Well, I first learned of The Killing of the King in, hold on, I'm trying to use my computer. Back in the 80s, actually, when it first came out, through William Cooper.
Okay. Wow. Back in the 80s, so you've been following, so you've been a, how shall I put this? You've known probably for a long time that JFK's assassination was not by, what's the guy's name? I'm not American.
Well, yeah, I know who you're talking about. It's
Lee Harvey Oswald.
Yes.
That's it. Thanks, Dunster.
I believe he was involved. I believe that he was one of the shooters. I just don't believe that he was the only one. He was the scapegoat for the crime. What was the inspiration? You know, it's I believe that these illumined ones, Illuminati, just no matter what we think of them, they're brilliant. They're brilliant, and I mean that only in the fact that they're smart and the puzzle that these guys work with. They treat the grid of the earth as a game board, and they're playing a game, and it's incredible. And anyway, so I've always wanted to read The Killing of the King. There's a lot of information that I skipped over to make it flow. And
yeah.
the part 2, I can't wait to get it out. It's just incredible how it really starts to come together. And I'm scared of it because YouTube, they age restricted that video. And I had mentioned at the beginning of it that it was not meant for children.
Yes, absolutely. I saw that.
So as soon as YouTube age restricted it, it didn't move fast at all because people that do not have Gmail accounts, in fact, they won't log in to watch it. And what I was going to say is that I was able to actually see how many of my viewers must have Gmail accounts because they won't watch The Killing of the King. Because they have to log in
to their Google accounts.
Yes, because it's age restricted.
Oh wow, that's sad.
Yeah. So anyway, I really believe that The Killing of the King pulls in Serialbrain's work. It kind of, okay, this is who we're dealing with. People can't, figure out, well, is the president sitting around writing these codes? Does he have time to do that? We can't believe that he's signaling to us. We can't believe that he's writing in code for us, because who would sit around and do that? First of all, he's got a paid staff to do it. But what he is combating are the criminals that are described in The Killing of the King.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's who we're dealing with. So I thought that it would be an interesting dynamic to include The Killing of the King in the middle of all the Serialbrain work. Say, this is who we're dealing with. This is what they do.
Yep. Some of them are still alive too, aren't they, Sean?
From that crime, yes, they are. But you got to remember, we're dealing with family members later. These, not only are there people that were involved in the Killing of the King that are still alive, but as I say, they're family members, they're lodge brothers.
Yes.
So, there are people that still practice this Masonic sorcery.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We've, throughout this channel here, we've studied them quite a bit in all of our various shows, in our various ways that we present the information. But I just love what you've done with that. It's quite... it's confronting, but there's a lot of fact. Of course, there's facts in there, all of it, and we can't wait for part 2, because the other night when I played the video on this show, people were saying, "Stop teasing us. We want to see part 2. So. And yes, just letting you know what chat's saying. If that's you, Sean. There's a squeaky. Have you got a squeaky chair?
Yes, I do.
I can hear it. Our chat has pinpoint accuracy in hearing. So yeah, they're not complaining. They're just saying, what is the noise? Okay, so you also released yesterday The Road to Freedom. I mean, I got goosebumps from that. It was incredible. Wow. It was, it had everything. Patriotism, call to arms to go and vote, yeah, etc. So, would you mind, Sean, if I shared that with our chat?
No, feel free.
Are you sure? So
Yeah,
it's all good?
It's good.
Okay, let's do it. I'll get it in the background first before stop. Not everything goes technically perfect for us here on our show. It never does it, Dump Stop? But this is amazing. If you guys haven't seen this is absolute classic piece of art, as I call it, that Sean has produced. Bear with me. I need to share, then increase the make the sound.
And Sean, sorry about the cat in the background, mate. This is a volunteer show, and we're all pretty much learning as we go at the moment.
We're only human.
Fine.
Okay, we're ready.
So you want to know what QAnon is, and whether you can have faith in and trust the plan. Get closer. I will show you. Now, turn it up. I am not Serialbrain.
And hopefully the brain attached to the mouth, right? The brain, more important than the mouth is the brain. The brain is much more important.
He is the brain, and I am the mouth. Power to the people. This is what we are taught. We all believe it. Is it actually true? Power to a small group of people. This is a real fact. Some of us know it. How did they do it? While we were kept busy trying to honestly provide for our families and contribute to the advancement of human society, a small group of people have joined forces to hijack our government, our wealth, and our rights, falsely believing their bloodlines give them the right to consider humans as sheep. They have built throughout the centuries an evil power structure rooted in ancient secret religions and growing through secret societies, secret oaths, infiltration, and indoctrination. Like an octopus coming from another world, this power structure has spread its tentacles, placing its numerous puppets in our school system, our places of worship, and our administrations to devour everything we value and to destroy everything that is good. through lies and deception, they have kept us in the dark, using all components of the fake news media to put us to sleep when we are awake, or to give us the illusion we are when we are not. Thanks to this evil fake news media force, truth, facts, and common sense have disappeared from our conversations, and we are now only left with falsehood, illusion, and propaganda. Cynically using this fake news media weapon against our credulous patriotism, they make us send our children, siblings, and parents to wars they are the only ones to benefit from. Don't be fooled. Trump is right. The fake news media is indeed the enemy of the people. Now it's up to you. Do you want to stay asleep and let them continue to progressively kill you, dumb you down, and steal your wealth? Or do you want to fight back, take what's yours, and live a good life with freedom and dignity? For those who have made the latter choice, Trump has given a way out, and it is QAnon. Through transparency, disclosure, and critical thinking, QAnon is the way through which we will resurrect our freedom and take our power back from this evil group of people whose agenda is to humiliate and enslave mankind. QAnon is Trump's response to the fake news media assault on our mind and our right to know. QAnon is a collection of intel drops, but it is also a state of mind and a set of powerful statements around which any human aspiring to freedom and happiness can rally. QAnon is a plan. A military plan history will recognize as the greatest military intelligence operation of our time. A plan aiming at destroying each piece of the cabal's construction, imprisoning us, and perniciously degrading our lives. Under Trump's command, the plan is inspired and being executed by the brightest military minds and the most powerful armed forces in human history. The enemy's defeat is therefore inescapable and our victory inevitable. Trust the plan. The plan is now in motion, and as described in Q's drop, 1690, you are witnessing, watching the systematic destruction of the old guard. Power will return to the people. Q. The plan is methodically obliterating the enemy's power structure, attacking its foundations in politics, business, and media. Trump's success is now palpable. The swamp is being drained. The fake news media is exposed and has become inefficient. They are now desperate and will try to survive by any means necessary. Their censorship has now become blatant, and their increasing violence proves their weakness. They know they are about to lose everything they stole from us. To take it back, they need to cheat. Will you let them cheat you yet another time? Through the Q dynamics, Trump is about to write one of the most prominent lines in the history of mankind, and you are part of it. You are part of a worldwide movement, gathering to date more than 50 million people around the world. You are part of Q. You are Q. We are all Q. With Trump's plan in motion, they have lost control. It's now time to manifest our unity and strength, and they will soon be on the run. Take part and vote them out. Take part and stop supporting their corrupt businesses. Take part and switch off their fake news. Join Q's armies, their platforms, and their conversations about the truth. Feed yourself with real news. Find guidance in critical thinking. Give back by red-pilling as many as you can. And because you know light ultimately wins over darkness to the enemy's violence, respond with peace, patience, and resolve. To the enemy's evil, respond with faith and prayers. Recess is over. Sheep no more. This planet is ours, and we are taking it back. Recess is over. Sheep no more. We are fighting back for our true freedom. Are you still wondering if Q is real? Is President Trump running a great military operation to take back our world? This story is not yet over. Buckle up. Q533. We, the people. We, the people. We, the people. We, the people. Where we go one, we go all. No one person is above another. We, the people, are making the world a better place. We, the people, are taking back our country and world from the evil losers who would do us harm, all for a buck. No more. Stand up, patriots. Stand up and defend what you know is right. God bless you, and God bless the United States of America. 4-10-20.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
Hats off to you, my man. That was awesome. You have got so much love in the chat line. It's
I
not
hope you've
even
been watching it. Sean, I hope you've been watching the chat. My goodness gracious.
I'm trying to.
Oh, wow. There's so much love for you and for Serial Brain. We know that you guys are a team. Wow. That is just amazing. And I got
You've actually managed to unite a chat room. It's really amazing, buddy. Really, really amazing.
Thank you.
Oh no, that's terrific. I just going off schedule a little bit. I'll stop sharing here. We can go back to more stuff if you choose.
A schedule is so restraining.
I know. I wasn't saying. I was going to ask you a question from chat, Sean. Kathy Stewart has asked me, could I please ask war drummer Sean his feelings about Rosenstein? Thank you.
I mean, I'm pretty clear on that. I mean, what do I say about him in the videos? What do we say about him? He's in the kill box. He's in the double kill box. That's how I feel about him.
Yeah, I think it's because some people are still trying to say that he's a white hat, but then I think Q's pretty much confirmed as well.
Well, I think the desire for him to be a white hat is found in impatience. They think that because nothing has happened, that we're not seeing the evidence of what Q is saying, that they are saying, well, then he's a white hat. I mean, he's got to be in there. They got to keep him in there. Well, I don't think so.
Yeah. Well, hopefully it's the hammer's coming down on him soon. And also, too, you have a lot of we know that you're very much a man of God, and you do a lot of videos that are readings from the Bible. Is that correct? Correct me if I'm wrong. You have a lot of published books.
Yep.
So could you explain to us more about other things that you do, your other art that you do, and your music as well, please, because that piano music today blew my mind. It was amazing. I'm a big fan.
Well, on Sundays, I started taking a break from Q, and kind of reading through individual books, and I wanted to take my channel in that direction. In fact, when I started taking the channel in that direction, it blew up. It got bigger. My channel has grown significantly. It's part of it's because of Serialbrain and our team. Yeah. But when I started dedicating Sundays to just focusing on God, something happened. I'm heard on shortwave radio. That Sunday show is on shortwave radio and is heard all around the world, actually.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
Did not know that. See, we're finding out lots about you tonight, aren't we? And my next question was, which you've partially already answered, how has all of this changed your life? Now, I know that it's drawn you, like you and Serialbrain2 were drawn together. Your paths were destiny, I suppose.
Yeah.
But how's it changed your life, the Q movement, everything?
Well, gee, how has it changed my life? I'm able to focus on my art. I mean, I make videos. I'm a film producer. And apart from this movement, I struggled to make videos, and films. And how has this changed my life? Talking to a man that used to stress out about politics, stress out about my kids and politics and what their future will look like. And Q kind of calms that anxiousness. Wouldn't you agree?
Yes, absolutely. Totally agree. Gives us hope keeps us engaged, keeps us where we. I think I have to say angry. There's times when I've been exceptionally angry, but for the good reasons of being angry, to basically fight back. It's time to fight back, and we don't have to do it with violence. So I guess, yes, I think it's changed all of our lives, the whole Q movement, and well, it's certainly highlighted a lot of crimes against humanity, hasn't it?
Oh, it absolutely has. And to be given an inside, behind-the-scenes look of what's happening is quite an incredible thing.
History in the making.
Yeah, and we get a ringside seat. We get to see what's going on behind the scenes. It's just, I'm blown away by it. Still to this day. Can you hear me? I'm working on something while I talk to you.
Yeah, we can hear you. You don't get away with anything on the Zoom chat.
I'm trying to plug something in over here.
That's all right. You're only human.
But how's, again, it changed my life. Man, Q has changed my life.
Would you like me to speak for 30 seconds while you gather your thoughts, mate?
He's good.
He's good?
I'm just saying that when I look back on it, I'm just, I'm in awe. I'm in awe. Who, for me personally, who would ever thought the picture of a drummer boy would have become so popular?
Oh,
so
yeah.
Powerful.
Iconic.
Yeah.
Iconic. And
that's the drummer of Shiloh. He wanted to fight in the Civil War, but he was too young, and they wouldn't let him. And he ran away from home to fight in the Civil War.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's so cool. It is definitely, this is life-changing for all of us, I think, and we're on the precipice of actually seeing some perp walks. And anyway, the next question I have for you, Sean, is...
Well, can I interrupt you? Yeah, another way it's changed my life, it's like King killed 33. The assassination of JFK in the 80s, how many of us were looked at as kooks?
Yeah.
And that I couldn't share that openly with people. I was a kook. And now I'm able to put it out there, and it's embraced. That's a change.
There's a comment out in chat from Angelo Avgolos, and I thought I was so alone in my thinking till Q came, and I had a similar experience. Before Trump and Q came along, I really thought it was game over. I really did. I thought I was, how am I going to run out the next 3 or 4 years of my life? And it rekindled hope, and it
Oops, we've lost you.
Rekindled my faith, and it's given me purpose. So,
yeah, it has purpose. Yes.
Yeah, and well, I keep going back to hope, and there's a lot of us in the movement, but there's a lot more of us that aren't, and I can feel hope. That's just how I feel. There's certainly a lot of people that have helped contribute to that. Everyone on this channel, regardless of whether they're in chat or whether they present live, you, Sean, Serialbrain, a whole bunch of others that inspire us and basically help us to stay on our path to a lot of patience. And we've all been very patient, I believe. And we keep being patient because we know it's going to happen and there's hope. So that's what keeps us all going.
So I can try to reach out to Serialbrain.
Oh,
and it'll be up to him if he answers. And
okay.
So if you want to
Oh, wow. This
Give
will
me
be
a
awesome.
question. Give me a question. I will send it to him, and we'll see if I can get an answer. And if we're lucky, he will.
And you can be the mouth.
And I'll be the mouth.
Oh, wow. Okay, chat. Do we have some questions?
We sure do. Zrindle refers to post 2221, the Are We Alone post from the question and answer section. What are your thoughts on aliens, Sean?
Well, we were just 2 seconds. So we were just Sean was just going to reach out with a question for Serial Brain first, or
sorry.
And we will bring that question back to Sean because I've seen him post that twice. But if any of the Patriots in chat would like to ask Serial Brain a question, Sean has a direct contact with him, and we'll try and get an answer from him right now.
Sure thing. Fire away, guys. I've got my Sharpie and a piece of paper.
Sharpie.
My texter. And
well, just make your questions relevant.
Yes.
To Q, to the movement.
To Q, yeah. Okay. I've got a question for Serialbrain2. It's similar to what I've been asking you, Sean. And I know that Serialbrain2 has to type it, but what was his journey to Q?
You're asking.
Yes, please.
You're asking him to reveal a lot. He may not.
Oh, okay. All right.
We'll try. We'll try
it. He's very private, I know. And, yeah.
Okay,
let's see what happens.
Let's see.
Some gematria questions. Gematria questions. Tell us more about gematria.
That was another thing. Wait. He says that he will answer you. No problem.
Oh, he can hear us. Sarah Brain is listening to our show, everybody.
He says, first of all, hello to everybody.
Oh.
Hello back. How you doing, Serial?
Hey, Sarah Brain. And we've got some good evenings. And Eva Micah said, tell Serialbrain2 I love him/her.
Yeah.
And Karen Delange has got 3 hearts, love hearts.
And about 1 million hellos.
Oh, lots of hellos. Well, here we go. Everybody's saying hi.
He says, thank you for all you do, guys.
Oh, thank you, Sarah Brain, for what you two do. We do this. We all do this for the end result, I think.
Hold on. He says,
okay.
He says, thank you for all you do for our movement. He says that.
Wow. There you go, Patriots. Serial Brain saying thank you.
So I'm a producer. I produce art, and
yes.
I recognized in Serial Brain something that was very special. He writes gematria for Patriots Soapbox is 210. 210. The gematria for Patriots Soapbox is 210.
Oh, wow. Wow. I hope that's good.
He's typing right now.
Oh.
Yeah, you got to remember the gematria that Serial Brain is doing is not numerology. Okay.
I know neither of them. I just follow what he says.
Oh, wait. He just says the 210, it is the same gematria for spiritual awakening.
Yes. How awesome is that? Hey, Dumpster.
Hey, do you realise we might have been mentioned in a Q post without even realising it, if that's true? We're going to have to get on to someone and check.
Probably Serialbrain would be a good idea, wouldn't it?
It would, wouldn't it?
He says same gematria as people will see light.
Wow.
Wow, that is awesome. I've got more goosebumps. You too? Stop it.
And also, it is the same gematria as you are courageous.
Oh, wow. Yeah, duck to light.
Well, did Serialbrain figure that out just then, or has he got prepared material about the soapbox?
He's figuring it out right now.
Live. Wow, that's awesome. Thank you so much, Serialbrain. We know that you're very private and, as I said before, understandably so, but thank you so much for participating with us in the way that it is suitable to you. Okay. What was somebody on the chat put?
Wait. He says, for all of those reasons, the reasons that the gematria equaling spiritual awakening, people will see light, you are courageous. He says, for all these reasons, he says, I feel at home.
Oh, wow. And you are very much at home here, very welcome here, anytime.
Absolutely. If you give us 12 hours notice, we will put you on live. Not a problem.
Where'd you get the 12 hours from, Dumpster?
Well, 12 hours to sleep and get ready. And, that's the minimum amount of time.
It's okay for us over here on, down under, the thunder down under, while the sun sort of hasn't even gone down yet. These guys are doing us a massive it's a privilege to have them here because they should be asleep. They should be in bed. And
he says 12-hour notice deal.
Oh,
excellent.
Thank you. Oh,
and if he wants to set terms and conditions, just let us know what he needs, and we're more than happy to have him on air.
Well, Sean,
it would have to be through me.
Exactly. I was just about to say that.
Yes.
If you could tee that up, you know how to contact me, and I can, she may not like our time slot here, but we could make arrangements where the time slot would be more suitable.
Yes, I think we could probably manage that given the chat room's reaction.
Oh, let me see. They're going crazy? Yeah.
Yeah.
And Sean, that would be great, and would it be even better if you were with him or her?
Well, you wouldn't hear him if I wasn't with him.
Oh, so we're going to do it like this again. That's cool.
This is the only way.
Okay, this is the only way. That's what we accept. So we do it with Q, and we'll do it with Serialbrain.
And remember, this time slot, it might be the graveyard shift in America, but for the rest of the world, this is prime time, baby.
Yeah.
I was going to ask another question of Serialbrain. Have we got some more questions for Serialbrain on the chat, please?
I have a question for him, but maybe this can wait until later on in the show. I know a little bit of Masonic history from an earlier presentation I did on the show. Do you know anything about the background to the killing of the king? Where did the ritual originate? What does it mean? And why did they do it to Kennedy? Those are my 3 questions. You don't have to answer off the top of your head, but if you want to address those before the end of the show, mate, that'd be fantastic.
Well, where does it originate? It's as old as man. It's the killing of the king the king has to be, the king killed 33. Jesus was 33.
It's the ultimate sacrifice, isn't it? Sean?
It is the ultimate sacrifice.
Yep. They get that.
I'm not sure how much, if Serial Brain has had much exposure to Killing of the King.
Hey, Serial Brain, you need to watch Killing of the King Part 1. And then you have to wait like the rest of us to watch The Killing of the King Part 2. And you could do that easily within the next 12 hours.
Yeah. So your question, dumpster, is it correct?
Dumpster truffles. You can call me Dumpy. Sir, can call me anything you like.
Your question had 3 parts, correct?
Killing of the King, origins.
Why? I just said. Now, why? In the video, I say, he said. Well, first of all, he said that he did watch Part 1. He just wrote this. Serial Brain has watched Part 1.
Cool. Lucky for you.
Cool bananas.
No, that's awesome.
So, what was the second part again? What were we talking about?
What sort of purpose does it fulfill to kill the king in a ritualistic manner? Apart from the sacrifice, which you just mentioned, is there any? I mean,
remember in the video,
what's the occult significance?
Okay, he says that he will tell us a little bit about sacrifices. Serial Brain is going to answer this question.
Oh, beautiful.
He's typing right now. Have you ever heard of the word vicarious?
Yes, it's when you live through another person's life by sharing experiences with them. It's when you don't do something for yourself, but you live through another person.
Well, you're getting Serial Brain through me vicariously. Okay.
Right.
So he says, I wrote a post about this, about sacrifices and the number 17. When Hope Hicks left the White House. Do you remember that?
Yes.
No, sir. I do not.
Hope Hicks resigned from the White House. She left the White House.
Yep, I remember Sean.
So Serial Brain is saying that he wrote a post about that, and the number 17. He said, when these people worship entities from other dimensions.
So more than just even an alien, an extra-dimensional being.
Well, a spirit is in another dimension.
Yeah.
Yes, of course. I understand it's a matter of semantics, putting labels on entities.
Brillanon, one of our mods and also another presenter on our live show here, has asked Serial Brain, do you think JFK Jr. is still alive?
Well, hold on. Before I answer that, I want to say he says, these people worship entities from other dimensions. Through rituals, they enter in communication with these entities.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So through the worship of the entities and through ritual, they enter into communication with these entities.
Yes. Does that answer your question, Dumpster?
Nearly all of it.
Wasn't it? What was the purpose, right? He says
Yes.
These entities can act in our dimension if they have the required energies.
Yes, which means their sacrifices and their ritual.
The effects. Remember, I said the greater the loss.
Yeah.
The greater the sacrifice, the more you give over to them.
Yeah, and JFK had to do with millions of people suffering and feeling loss.
Yep.
He said these entities can act in our dimensions if they have the required energy. In blood, there are chemicals that, if correctly extracted, fortify these entities in our dimension.
Wow.
So I'm gonna read all of us what he's written so far. So
Please.
it says, I will tell you a little bit about sacrifices. I wrote a post about this and the number 17. When Hope Hicks left the White House, these people worship entities from other dimensions. Through rituals, they enter in communication with these entities. These entities can act in our dimensions if they have the required energies. In blood, there are chemicals that, if correctly extracted, fortify these entities in our dimension. This is why they sacrifice animals. And in human blood, these chemicals are at their best state.
Wow. Thank you, Sarah.
This is why they need wars and abortions.
Yes. And 9/11.
Let that sink in. He says, this is why they need wars. This is why they need abortions.
Okay, you're beginning to paint a picture of this as some sort of prison or farm planet that's being harvested for negative emotion. Would that be fair to say?
Emotions, yes.
Wow, so we're looking at psychic extra-dimensional beings that feed off negative energies.
Oh, terrestrial beings, as you know.
Well, remember that Satan was thrown to the earth. Serialbrain says yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a scary, scary world, isn't it?
He said that's the octopus coming from another world in the last video we made.
Wow, this ties back into the Lovecraft mythos of Cthulhu, right?
Oh, I don't know who that is.
Lovecraft was a science fiction writer, and he used to write about demons coming to Earth millions of years ago. And one of them was a gigantic octopus called Cthulhu. And it was apparently based on his writings, even though it was fiction. He was apparently writing about semi-factual events.
Okay. Sean,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Serialbrain2. JT Wild asks if we could ask Serialbrain if the entity is Ra.
Is Ra?
Ra. R-A. Ra.
He says all these things are actually explained in the Q board. It's coded, he says. Now, I'm not sure if he's going to answer if that being is Ra. I will tell you, I don't believe that. We'll see what he says. Could you say that question again?
Is the entity Ra?
He says Ra is one of these entities.
Yeah. Okay. Now, if he's not still typing, I have to repeat the question again because more than one.
He says Ra is one of these entities that they worship.
Yep. Oh, that they worship.
They worship. They worship.
Cool. All right. I have to ask again because we're getting constantly asked to ask Serialbrain, does he think JFK Jr. is still alive? Comes up a lot.
I've talked to him about this, so let's see what he says. He's probably typing, so.
Yeah, that's cool. That's that's what we have to. We're not used to having you doing your brain and mouth live.
No, it's working though. It's working well.
So we're kind of like, asking another question before we even get the answer to the other one. So Thompson and I have just got to sort of sit on our hands, don't we?
He says, this is a question that Q will resolve on the board.
Oh. I cannot wait for that one.
It says it has to come at the right time.
Yeah, there's a lot of us got our fingers crossed out there. Okay, so I hope
the frenzy. He's writing. Hold on. The frenzy about it came too soon, and that was engineered by black hats.
Wow.
I see.
The frenzy was engineered.
So that could possibly be that person R who posts on the boards, on the chants, maybe?
Let's see what he says about that.
Yeah. I just want to let Brill know that we have asked the question and it's been answered.
Okay. I've got a question
wait.
Sean.
We're just waiting for the answer.
It says general rule. He says general rule when you are a Q follower. He's going to tell us. General rule when you are a Q follower. Never go into a rabbit hole he has not indicated. That Q has not indicated.
Okay.
Never go down a rabbit hole that Q has not indicated or go into a rabbit hole.
There you go. I hope that answers everybody's questions as far as what Serial Brain.
He says that's what black hats use to distract us.
And it sure did for a while, didn't it?
Okay, I've got 3 of my own questions, but let's throw it open to the chat.
Go for it.
Go for it now. You were talking about extra-dimensional beings before. Do you know much about the LHC, the Large Hadron Collider in Switzerland and France? And if so, what are they trying to do there? Because they had a really scary opening ceremony, and there is a statue of a god called Shiva, who is the Hindu goddess of destruction. Is it possible for you to talk a little bit about that? Is it true that they're really trying to actually, create a portal or bring these beings into our world? Do you know much about that at all, Sean?
I don't. I'm waiting for Serial Brain. I would like to see what he has to say.
So we're just waiting on him to type up the answer?
Yeah, we'll see if he does.
Okay. I'm going to do a quick 30-second spiel to you guys out in YouTube chat.
Wait. Here we are.
Go.
He says, yes, they are trying to do the exact same thing Haman tried to do in the Moses era.
Wow. So we have to get an axe and destroy CERN and D-Wave. Yeah, technology is getting out of control at the moment.
He says Haman was Pharaoh's prime minister, and he was instructed to build, and he's still writing. He was instructed to build a device that would be used as a portal.
I'm sorry, can you repeat that, please?
So he said to you, yes, they are trying to do the exact same thing Haman tried to do in the Moses era. Haman was Pharaoh's prime minister, and he was instructed to build a device that would be used as a portal.
Oh dear God.
A portal between our dimensions and other dimensions to unleash entities in our world.
So they're trying to bring about the end times. They're trying to bring about the events foretold in Revelations. This is terrifying. This really is.
So,
how was your day? How are you feeling today?
my day was good. My day was good. So did you ask all your questions, Dumpster?
All except for the last one, which is, do you believe we're living in the end times? I personally think we're living in biblical times, but not the end times. I think the human story is only just beginning.
Serialbrain says they are preparing the arrival of the Antichrist and his armies.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
So he says, yes, they are trying to do the exact same thing Haman tried to do in the Moses era. Haman was Pharaoh's prime minister, and he was instructed to build a device that would be used as a portal between our dimensions and other dimensions to unleash entities in our world. They are preparing the arrival of the Antichrist and his armies. The Hadron Collider is one of the doors the Antichrist will use.
Wow.
So they really are preparing to destroy the planet with extra-dimensional beings, and they're using technology to do it.
Okay, I have two chat questions that I'd like to put forward to Serialbrain. The first one is from Magaswagger, and he is asking, is Serialbrain from another dimension? I don't know if he will answer that one, Maga, but we can ask.
He says yes.
There you go.
Wait,
you got your answer, Maga?
Give him a second. Give him a second. He says technology is a modern word for magic.
Wow. Now he's speaking my language.
Wow.
But give him a second.
Yep.
Nothing new under the sun. Technology is a modern word for magic. Nothing new under the sun. They are at it. They've been at it for centuries.
Yep. Is he still typing, or can I ask the second question?
Well,
I'm.
Hold on.
Sure.
Serialbrain, can you hear me? This is Sean. Wait, one second.
Sure, not a problem. We're
okay, Serialbrain. Talk to them about overstanding.
Sorry,
overstanding. He says next question.
Oh, okay. Just a question. I know I've now lost the person. Hang on a second. I'll find them because it was a good question. Where is it gone? Sorry, the chat's moving too fast, but you know who you are. The question to Serialbrain is, what do you think happened at the sunspot observatories in New Mexico?
Give him a second.
Sure.
And he says he has not analyzed that. Sorry.
Okay. That's okay. I do have another question from chat, from Kimberly Smith for Serial Brain. Could the Hydro Collider be located in Antarctica?
They could have one in Antarctica. That's a definite possibility. But there's one under the mountains in Switzerland and France. And there's a smaller one somewhere in America.
Yep. We'll just see what Serial Brain says, dumpster.
Sure. That's why we're here.
1 second. He says the technology in Antarctica, the technologies in Antarctica are more advanced.
Yep.
Did you get that, dumpster?
Yes. So we're banging rocks together, but meanwhile there's a breakaway civilization in Antarctica that's 100
Hi to G.I. Joe. Oh gosh, and quite a few other people. Goodness gracious, there's Tiny Dancer. We're not just asking mod questions. We're trying to get to as many as possible. Chat's moving really fast though.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
How many people are in here?
well, YouTube tells us a few fibs, but from my laptop, it looks like there's 1,934. So I would expect there's a lot more than that.
Okay. So Serial Brain writes sound with question mark. He says the technologies in Antarctica are more advanced. And then he writes sound with a question mark. So I'm not sure if he's asking me about the sound or, let's see, hold on.
On the chat. And G.I. Joe, hi, or can't you hear me?
Keep talking.
No problems. I just saw a message that said they don't believe that Serial Brain is talking to Sean, War Drummer. Sorry, but Serial Brain is.
He says Antarctica sends waves, weaponized waves. The target is global consciousness.
Okay. There was actually a question from chat from Tom Franklin, and it's about can we fight back at a spiritual level? Is that part of the battle?
Can we fight back on a spiritual level? Is that what he said?
Yeah.
Something like that, yes.
Well, that's what prayer is.
Mm-hmm. That's
there you
right.
go, Tom. Prayer makes a difference, brother.
Let's see what Serial Brain says. Serial Brain gets this. People, they don't believe that it's Serial Brain.
I've just knocked that one on the head anyway because Sean and I had a discussion earlier today, and he actually warned me of the surprise of having Serial Brain on. Sean,
first, let me interrupt you. He says, proof War Drummer is talking with me. Tomorrow I will post about Trump confirming Kavanaugh's confirmation.
Cool.
So he's telling us what he is going to post tomorrow. He will post about Trump confirming Kavanaugh's confirmation. It's coded in his tweet where he says, "This is really an incredible time for our nation. We are respected again."
There you go. So, thank you so much for answering that so perfectly, Serial Brain. The naysayers, you shall see. I have a question that's been asked by a lot of the chat. And hang on a sec. Serial Brain, where is God in all of this?
I believe that was from Swan Lady. She's asked
Swan
that
Lady.
question a couple of times.
Thank you. Yes.
I actually have it written down. I just haven't gotten to it yet.
So I'm sure he's writing. Serial Brain loves God. He says God gave us Trump's victory. The question is, where is God in all this? And SB2 says God gave us Trump's victory.
Victory. Okay.
He says God is at the beginning of our movement. He's going to keep writing.
Okay. I'll hold my tongue.
God gave us Trump's victory. God is at the beginning of our movement. We are a tool in his hand to put order in our planet. God gave us Trump's victory. God is at the beginning of our movement. We are a tool in his hand to put order in our planet.
Wow.
I don't see a period, so he's still writing.
That's cool. We're waiting patiently for him. He can take his time.
We don't want to rush the man. We want good answers and quality answers, and a little bit of dead air time is not going to hurt us at all.
I'm just letting you know, with the overstanding versus understanding, when Serial Brain said that, somebody posted that it's the opposite to understanding, correct?
Overstanding. He says, this is where God is. He is everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Done. Next question.
Beautiful. Okay. I have a great one from Shant Markarian, and he asks Serialbrain2 who he thinks it is when Q posted, "You won't believe who has been talking to you on here is."
Oh, so when Q says you won't believe
who you've been
talking to, yeah. Who does SB2 believe Q is, basically?
Yeah.
We'll see what he writes. He says, it's hinted at in one of my posts. Go through the archives. Ha ha ha, he says.
Oh.
Remember, he talked about it being Flynn. We just did that. Released that drop recently.
Yes. There you go. Well, we're not all we're not all serial brains. The amount of information, as you know, Sean, has just gone crazy. As I keep saying, for my little brain.
What post is that? That's what video? That was the video entitled.
Wow.
Yeah, the Q2172-2176 riddle. Will this be the week? Could Flynn be Q?
Aha. All right. I'm getting in trouble all over chat here. I'm so sorry, but guys, like seriously, there's so many questions. Seawolf, Tiny Dancer, you're going to have to repost your question if it hasn't been answered already, because I'm snowed under with these questions.
I'm actually trying to cherry pick the best questions out of chat. I've got 4 or 5 lined up at the moment.
Go for it.
We're going to be busy no matter what.
So hey, I'm gonna step away for just a second. You guys go ahead and ask your question. Serialbrain will hear it, and I'll read it when I get back.
No worries, Sean.
I'll be right back.
No worries. Sean, Dumpster, if you could just ask one question at a time. And
Thank you,
give him time to answer.
I'll go with the one that's at the top of the list, and that is full disclosure. How will full disclosure be rolled out to the public, and what sort of timeline are we looking at? That question's popped up a couple of times in chat.
Can you repeat it, please, Dumpster?
Okay. When is full disclosure going to be unrolled?
Yeah.
And what's your projected timeline? I'm thinking less than 5 years.
I hope so. That would be awesome. And look, I'm so sorry. I can see some questions in the Zoom chat, and I'm so sorry that we haven't even looked at them, and not intentionally.
We're just pretty busy here, folks.
Yep. And the one from Birdstar, I have that actually on my list. We just haven't got to all the questions on my list yet. And Thumper, who controls the tech in Antarctica, white hats or black hats? Well, was that partially answered? We'll ask that again. Just in all fairness. And, well, do you believe in the Q clock, blood type? I'd love that. I'd love the answer to that question. Insightful soul. Okay, Mary Donahoe knew about, she's paid more attention about the flim of the who's Q. Who cares? Serialbrain will not tell us who Serialbrain is, so that's a question that we won't be asking.
Okay, I'm back, and I have SB2's answer.
Thank you.
I've been waiting for all excited.
I did not hear the question, so don't tell me what it is. I'll just read the answer. Ready?
Sure.
Full disclosure timeline. Q has not answered that question on his board yet, but we already know he is setting the stage.
Good answer.
Very good answer. That's the first piece of hard sauce I've heard on that. And I interpret that as an expert opinion, by the way. Thank you, Serialbrain.
Okay. Can I sneak a quick one in here, Dumpster? We'll just take turns because then the chat will think that we're being fair.
Okay.
Patriot Warrior has asked this question many times, so I have to ask, Serialbrain, are all members of the Q team human? Question mark. Pleiadians? Question mark.
See if he agrees with what I think. Here we go. He says he doesn't know.
Yeah.
He doesn't know.
It's a fair answer. Fair answer. Antarctica again. So I'm going to. Who controls the tech in Antarctica? White hats or black hats? Do you think, Serialbrain? And that's come from Thumper. Penny B, was it Obama in Antarctica on election day? I thought it was John Kerry.
He says both. It's a battlefield.
Okay, so war in Antarctica. Okay. Sick and Tired says, why can't Serialbrain talk? Because Serialbrain is anonymous and is remaining anonymous.
Right.
Serialbrain has already pointed out he will provide a Serialbrain proof tomorrow relating to the President Trump tweet today, and it will be there's you'll have to help me with this. I always get this word wrong. Gematria? Did I say it right?
You can pronounce it gematria as well.
Yeah. Okay. So that's already been asked and answered.
Wait. He says that he will unfortunately have to leave in a few minutes.
You have to get some sleep. Yes. So does Sean probably.
No, hey, I slept and I had 2 cups of coffee. So
well done. Well done. All right, then. Thank you so much. Could you please let him know he can hear. Thank you so much, Serialbrain, for coming in with Sean. We sincerely appreciate it. And you're such a patriot, both of you, all of us, everyone, all together. And we appreciate everything that you do for the movement.
And SB2, if you want to hit me up in Discord, I'd welcome any kind of contact with you at all. Thank you for a solid 90 minutes. That was fantastic, buddy. That really was. Thank you.
Oh, you're awesome, Dumpster. Come and hit me up in Discord. Oh no, that's you're great for Discord, Dumpster. I love it. Okay, so
Okie dokie.
I actually would have loved for Serialbrain to hang around while we did today's Q posts, but
he said thank you guys. See you.
Oh, thank you, and we'll wait for your decode tomorrow.
Absolutely. Much love, brother.
Yeah. And everybody's saying thank you to Serialbrain, and Thumper's also said thank you, Serialbrain. Love your work. Love your work, and War Drummer, you are a true patriot. Thumper's one of our admins here, War Drummer. Mm-hmm. War Drummer Sean. That's the first time I've called you War Drummer. All right. Now we've still got Sean here.
He says much love to all. Bye.
Aww. Thank you. Much love to you too. Sean.
Yes.
I'm just trying to swing back to my little list of questions. We often talk about on here on our Patriots Soapbox how we're all red pilled, we're all woke, we've deep dived with Q, we've deep dived with each other, we're all in this together, and where we go one, we go all. But there's a lot of probably a lot more people than us that are not red pilled, and we know that the hammer is going to drop. So what do you think is going to happen when the hammer drops, and what can we do to keep others, to help others when the truth comes out?
Well, as far as the hammer dropping, we think that it's going to be like that in a snap of a finger. It's going to drop and everything's going to happen. It could be slow. It could be fast. If it's fast, I think there's going to be rioting worldwide.
Yeah.
If it's slow, it won't be as bad. And we need to be the ones who comfort people because we knew what was coming.
Yep. Regardless of whether they've tried to institutionalize us and laugh at us. And so we've got to, I guess, start using some of that forgiveness and love to try and understand them.
Well, I mean, their world is constructed upon something that isn't real. I mean, when your whole world is encompassed by an idea, you don't want to readily accept the idea that it's all false, because that means that your life is false.
Yeah.
Yes, it's a very confronting thing. And we're talking about psychologically programmed people. Yeah. Decades and decades of it.
Yeah, I mean, just because we understand what's going on, I mean, these people are they have no idea. They're just going along, living their lives, and they have no idea. They watch The View, and they follow The View. They get their news on The View.
Yeah.
Well, consider it like this. I mean, if you're asleep, cozy and warm in your bed, do you want to get out of bed? Do you want to be woken up? What's your reaction going to be if someone dumps a bucket of iced water over your head? You're going to be incredibly angry until the person who dumped the water on you tells you that, look, buddy, wake up, the house is on fire. Then you stop being angry. So the anger is only a very short part of the equation, I think.
That's all these people that want to rush the plan. They want to see results. I think that people have to be woken up slowly, and that's why it's happening slowly. And just because you can't see it doesn't mean nothing's happening.
Yeah. And the thing is, we know, and that we're willing it to happen, and we want it to happen, and we're excited for it to happen. And but the rest, the normies, have no clue. No clue.
Yes, I especially worry about the older folk.
Yeah.
I think they're the ones that are going to hurt the most when this all comes out.
Yeah.
Especially, a lot of the older ones that were born in after the war. It was after the war that all of this. I know it's been written in stone for hundreds and hundreds of years, but after the war, they really did get into it very seriously, and started poisoning the world and trying to reduce the population. but also too, we had a lot of industry developed, and also more chemicals and fast foods, and all of those things have contributed to not only dumbing us down but also killing us. So it's sad that that we will have to talk to people, and like my parents, and say, look,
Yeah.
I'm not going to say I tried to tell you. I'm just going to say, did you not have a little feeling in your tummy? Because I know they're both going to say yes. Yes, I had a feeling, but wow. So, yeah.
Yeah, people know that the CIA murdered JFK. Everyone knows that, but no one's going to do anything. You can't do anything.
It's the same with 9/11. Everybody knows it was an inside job, but no one actually does anything about it.
What could you do?
Exactly. How do you arrest the government?
Right.
You get Trump and you get 200,000 Marines and you do it.
And you develop a program called Q.
Yeah.
QAnon. You do.
Absolutely.
And you wake people up slowly.
Yep.
Well,
It's the ultimate back channel communication system, isn't it? It really is.
It is. And what lasts longer, a program or a movement? What is stronger, a program or a movement?
A movement.
A movement. A movement is slower. A program is fast. Got to have results.
You cannot kill an idea whose time has come.
Right.
Yeah.
That's right. So that last video that Serialbrain and I did is specifically for red pilling. It's to share with people who are just starting to wonder who and what Q is.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
It is spot on, and everybody needs to share it far and wide. I've dropped the links. I think I may still have it off because it's on my other computer. I'll see if it's still posting the vid. Yes, it is. I'll just keep dropping that. And obviously subscribe to Sean's channel, because he has a lot of videos that are, go back and watch them from the beginning if you haven't watched them. They're amazing. And also he has his readings videos. He has his daily walk, which he hasn't had a lot of time for, but he will, won't you, Sean?
Yeah, that's on a different channel. It's the backup channel.
Yes. That's right.
So there's backup channels. There's our daily walk. There's that's a backup channel. There's even War Drummer 2. It's a backup channel, and those are in case YouTube decides that I don't have the right to be on their platform anymore.
Yeah, good old YouTube. Although, I mean, we've been fortunate here on Patriots Soapbox that we're still here, and it's 24/7. So I guess we've been fortunate, and I'll tap on my wooden desk.
Well, they have tried to stifle us by misrepresenting our viewership. But, yeah, we're still here. We're still on YouTube. So,
Absolutely. I'm just going to drop Sean's Our Daily Walk actual page. It lists all the videos in there that he's posted so far. I would really love to. Can we have 5 minutes to play your composition today, Sean?
Which composition? What?
Piano.
Oh, that I dropped today?
Yes.
But that was just like a warm-up. I'm like, hey, this is how I feel. I'm just going to do this.
Oh, please, could I share it?
I'd love to hear it, mate. It would be amazing, I'm sure.
It's 5 minutes, isn't it?
It's just how I feel.
Oh, Sean, it was so beautiful. Just hang on a moment. I'll just bring it up. It's very uplifting. It's I wish it went for an hour for my walk. And look, I think you guys are going to love this. Let me see. Share. And go to here. How beautiful was that?
That, sir, was an honour. Thank you very much.
That's not just a walking, like, I know you put it in this channel, Sean, because it's your backup channel, but I could walk an hour to that, but I could also fall asleep to that. It's just beautiful.
There was a question. Was that 432 hertz or 440 hertz? I think the question came from Birdster.
Yes.
Who knows?
But don't you know, Sean?
Yeah. Oh, do I know? No.
Oh, okay. I've got another question. Hey, some of us have seen major changes in our lifetime, during our lifetimes, always could see it. Do you and Serialbrain work together on the video/posts? I've had messages in my dreams, I believe, are from Q, and also says, I love this. It's beautiful, Sean. Sorry, I'm not favouring Thumper, but it was a beautiful, well-written questions and stuff. Not saying nobody else's are.
Serialbrain and I, the last video that we made, we worked very closely. Very close. Most of the time, I put them together, and sometimes he and I work them out. It all depends on how we feel and what the plan is. There's a purpose for everything we do, and that last video we did, we wanted that to be a certain way, wanted it to come out a certain way. So we worked. It took us that video took us about 2 days to complete, maybe 3. Working together, making that happen. Does that answer your question? Does that answer it?
Thumper, thumbs up. Hang on, he's actually in the Zoom chat. So, very peaceful / hopeful. Yes. Oh. So I just wanted to highlight the fact that you just played that on the piano yourself, didn't you, Sean? That last video.
Yeah.
And you just recorded it, and or of anyone.
Synthesizers, and I just recorded.
Oh yeah.
Sitting around, yeah.
No, that was beautiful. I loved it, and so did our chat. Okay. I'm still posting and getting asked for your links to this, and I will get that. And I just would like to know, Sean, you've got to tell us if you're getting tired or you want to throw in the towel. We're absolutely loving every second of having you here, because if you'd like, we could go through the Q posts from today and maybe look at a little bit of, I'm not the world's best decoder, but maybe do a bit of a decode with us.
Yes, you got my vote. Let's hear some Q if you're ready for it, Sean, or is there anything else you wanted to talk about? Any other topics you'd like to raise?
No, I'm fine.
You cool? Otherwise, we could skip. We could come back to Q, and we could instead talk about tomorrow's vote for Judge Kavanaugh and your thoughts.
Well, my thoughts. A lot of people jumped off the Q train over Kavanaugh.
Wow, really?
Yeah. And they. A lot of that happened a lot in the Facebook group.
Oh, really? Your Facebook group?
Yeah, we hold on just a second. Let me see if this person is.
Sure.
Our admins and moderators were deleting a lot of anti-Q, anti-Kavanaugh stuff.
Oh, so the reason they were anti-Kavanaugh because they didn't believe him and they believed that Ford.
No, they believe that Q is wrong and that Kavanaugh's not going to be confirmed. Or there was an anon that posted a picture of a lady judge who would be a perfect someone that could be in the place of Kavanaugh.
Yeah.
Q says he will be confirmed.
Yep.
Doesn't matter what we see. Kavanaugh will be confirmed.
Oh, yeah, and there was a few of us, I was talking to Caleb, who's another one of our Patriots that is on the live show a lot, and both Caleb and I had both said to each other last weekend that we had both received information from others that had said Kavanaugh will not be confirmed, and that the female judge would be confirmed, and that Kavanaugh would be likely to get Ginsburg's spot. So, but as I said, we both said we're on the fence. But Q has told us Kavanaugh will be confirmed.
Yeah.
So so you're saying they jumped off the Q train.
Mm-hmm.
Your Facebook people that went a bit.
Some people did, yes.
Oh wow, that really surprises me.
Well, it's like it's people are so anti Jeff Sessions. Q says trust Sessions. The Trump could fire him at any time, but he doesn't.
Of course, it's part of the plan. He's always been part of the plan. I don't know how people can change their view from not thinking that he is.
Have you ever seen my videos that I did on Sessions?
Yes.
The chest,
You're testing me?
No. I'm looking through it myself.
Yes, I remember that it clearly. I still can't. Yeah, I've always trusted Sessions. Q's told us to trust Sessions multiple times. And then I see on Twitter Judge Jeannie ripping into him, and all these people that are really heavy Trump supporters that are like, get rid of Sessions. And it makes you wonder whether they're being told to say that as some sort of disinformation to fool the deep state.
Well, if there's clowns in the media, wouldn't there be good clowns in the media?
Yeah. Too? And that's what's thinking about Judge Jeannie. Because Janine, she is so patriotic and loyal to President Trump. And she was firing off, and not just on Twitter, she was on her show and fire Sessions. And I'm like, I reckon she knows. And she has been somehow involved in some way for the disinformation out there to counter, and also so the deep state believes that Sessions is doing nothing.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. So.
Yeah. The video is Q chess player revealed.
Q. Okay, let me see if I can find it, and I'll drop the link for everybody in. I'm in.
Back in June 7th. Q chess player revealed.
Okie dokie.
At one time I thought that Jeff Sessions was Q, and I think I mentioned that in this video. I don't know if I believe that now. Then I did.
Yeah. Oh gosh, I've had all these wild thoughts about who was Q, and after I read a few things, and I'm like, nah, it's not them. And everyone's saying Barron is Q, and I'm no.
Yeah.
June 7th. 4D chess player revealed, Grandmaster checkmate. Okay.
No. One up. Go up one.
Oh, okay. Well. It isn't that one.
It's the king piece, the chess piece.
Chess player revealed?
Q chess player revealed. Yes.
Okay. All right. Just hang on. I'll just
Yeah. In fact, this is before we started using the drums. The first few the first few Serialbrain2 posts I did with him, there were no drums like you hear in the beginning.
Yeah.
So you can kind of hear the evolution of the program as you look back at these videos and look through them.
Yeah, and that's fair enough. When something's new, you're just putting it together the best you can, and then you're progressing. And it's like Dumpster and I, isn't it, Dumpster? We've come a long way. We're not perfect. We never will be. We never profess to be, but we try to improve with every single show that we do, don't we?
Indeed. I mean, it's only been a relatively short period of time, but it feels like so long because I have been going over every nook and cranny of this Q phenomenon, and I'm glad that I found you all, my family. Most of you out there in YouTube, I call you family,
Yeah.
and I love you guys as well. And it's so good to meet you, Sean. It really is. I'm having a great time.
Thank you.
Lip, I'm just responding to chat. The title of Sean's War Drummer videos is The War Drummer. So if you don't put the in, you're not going to find him. Well, you should, really, but YouTube's horrible. So I shouldn't say that, should I? All right. So as far as you're concerned, Sean, tomorrow will be the vote?
Looks like it.
And Kavanagh will be in 53-47.
Looks like it.
There you go. There's Sean's thoughts on that. Okay, so
what it is, see, everyone is afraid because, in my mind, it's natural to say, well, if that doesn't happen, this is not true. You understand where I'm coming from? It's natural to be afraid of trusting in the future.
True. Yep, fair enough. And can I just quickly ask you a question, Sean? Do you know of a military base in California called Camp Pendleton? Or does anybody know?
Yeah.
Okay. One of our Patriots on the chat, Aussie Alien 007, while we were talking with Serial Brain, he received, I think it's a she, 5 missed calls from Camp Pendleton. And she's in Australia. So just pointing that out, just so that Aussie Alien knows that that I have acknowledged her DMs and everything. And also Brill says tomorrow is cloture vote, Saturday is confirmation vote. Correct?
Say that again.
So we're a day ahead of you guys, so it'll be on the Saturday that Kavanagh gets confirmed, I believe.
I think it's today, Friday. My days are messed up. I'm messed up here.
I know. I'm sorry I did that to you. He'll never talk to me again. No, you will, Sean. I know you will. You're a trooper. Marine Corps Camp Pendleton, USMC, Mum says. And, why would they be calling an Australian Patriot that happens to be on this chat right now 5 times? Yeah.
Did you happen to see the soft threat that YouTube sent me?
Yes, I did, and it broke my heart. Do you want to share that with the chat here?
Well, sure. I got a. In fact, it was the night that I released the JFK video, The Killing of the King. I released The Killing of the King around 7 p.m. Shortly after midnight, I received this. 1 second, let me pull it up. Hold on. Because this is truly incredible.
Yes, it's
Okay, right here. So I released the JFK video at 7, and shortly after midnight, I received this from YouTube. Members of the YouTube community have expressed concern for your well-being. We care about you. We encourage you to take advantage of the following resources. Within the United States, call 1-800-273-TALK. The suicide prevention line, self-harm. SIOS is an outreach initiative providing information and resources about self-injury to those who self-injure. So they are telling me that they are concerned that I'm going to commit suicide.
Yeah, that would have been a bit confronting, Sean, when you received that.
Yeah. Like I said, in the Facebook group, I said, I am not suicidal. If I wind up hanging from a doorknob, you know that it was an inside job.
Yep. And I'm glad you've made that public here too. I was actually going to ask you about it today, but I don't know. I just didn't want to bring it back up. I know you shared it with the Facebook group, but I'm glad you have shared it here because it's just showing you that the threats are out there, and that's directly from YouTube. So that's pretty scary, hey?
It's intolerable.
And everybody's praying for you, Sean.
Thank you.
That was a barely veiled threat there. That's very menacing, and that's really, it just goes to show what kind of people we're trying to deal with here.
Yeah.
Anyway, brother, stay strong. Things are going to get better.
Oh, he is strong. He's a trooper. He put out all those beautiful videos straight after it too. Wow.
Absolutely. Kudos.
Light to dark. I mean, dark to light. Sorry, wrong way. Scrub that. Dark to light. And that's what you're doing, Sean. You're shining a light, and they will not win. We are going to win. New rules.
Well, here's the thing, Serialbrain and I created that video, Q, The Road to Freedom. Right now, YouTube says 60,000 views on it. I mean, everyone needs to hear that or see it. It's so people should share it.
Yes, they should. You guys, I know these guys will. Some earlier, even that first one that we showed Sean, the red pilling one. Oh, you'll have to remind me. Oh, I probably got it up here somewhere.
Yeah, the crew. That's what I was talking about. That one, Road to Freedom. Yeah.
Was sharing all over the place on their Facebook pages as it was being played. Thanks, True Blue. I don't sound like no. Anyway.
Oh, was that an insult from True Blue? Lots of laughter.
Ricky Roche, we did play it. We played it. It's 13 minutes long, isn't it, Sean? Or was it longer?
Yeah, you played it. Yeah.
Oh, no, I'm getting asked to play it again. We could play lots of them. We could play Killing the King, but we did that the other night.
That one's very long, by the way.
Yeah, that's 42 or 43 minutes. Yeah. And it's amazing as well. So, Ricky, jump onto Sean's The War Drummer site, YouTube site, and you can watch all of them. So that would be awesome if you do that. And everyone, like and share, subscribe to Sean's YouTube channel. It's not hard. Q-Post, are we going to go through Q posts, or are you not in the zone for Q posts, Sean?
Whatever you want to do.
Okie doke, we're doing Q posts then. Don't give
Q
me
post it is.
don't give me too much time to make a decision. Oh, okay. Oh, geez, there actually is a lot, isn't there? But still. Maybe we start at the top.
Let's start with the most recent and work our way down. That's a very good way to do it, I think.
Yeah, because they're the exciting ones. Here we go. Where am I going? Here and here. Everybody look away while I scroll up fast.
Here, I'll be right back, okay?
Okay, Sean. All right, dumpster.
Yeah, your computer's gone all screwy on me like it always does.
Oh, come on.
I can't read that. It's illegible. I'm sorry.
Hang on, I can prove to you if it is or isn't. Well, it's pretty sloppy. I'll stop sharing. I'll isolate the share. And go to the advanced. Okay. How's that?
Oh, I like this. Are you ready to see arrests? Are you ready to see pain? Are you ready to be part of history? 2, 3, 4, 3.
The first part was he actually put the memes ready ? From the previous.
Yeah, I was just picking out the cherries from that one. That's popped out at me straight away. Yes, I'm ready to see arrest. Yes, I'm ready to see pain. And yes, I'm ready to be part of history. Absolutely. Down with Q.
Just putting the link in. Yes, so get the memes ready. I've seen thousands of them already. They're amazing. He's also on 2342, the memes ready. On 2341, Anon's ready. I think that's 39. I won't. Memes ready. And Anon's ready. And then we have 2340. And there's a Twitter link to Glaztron's status, so I'll just pop that straight up. And it's Red October at Glaztron's Twitter. Brought my mom to the rally. We're in building Q. We're in the building Q. And you can see from their picture, when I finally stretch it down so you can see it, it says Q sent me. So they managed to get some people in today. Yeah, and because we're going backwards, you'll see that it's all about this particular Q post.
On that note, I've got a personal friend of mine out in the crowd to say hello to. She knows who she is. And I'll talk to you later after the show.
Oh, wow. Ooh.
Indeed.
Oh, dumpster. What have you been up to? Okay, yeah, and the rest of that 2340 post from Q is Roger that, and it's I think that was a typo. I think he posted that it was a typo. VIP Patriot, US Secret Service granted entry to many. That is awesome, Q. So then, I'm sorry we're going backwards. It's kind of funny doing it like this. There's a Twitter link to BBC status, declass coming, narrative shift in full force, UK/Oz, assisted rogue elements of the US government to take down a duly elected candidate / president, Q. And
wow, that's huge.
And BBC, by the way, everybody, is not an Australian TV channel. It's the British Broadcasting Commission. We have ABC, Australian Broadcasting Commission, but basically it's same. They just pass on the false narrative, and the narrative shift was, of course, Russia. We we are going to be clear. Where Russia acts in an indiscriminate and reckless way, we will be exposing them. UK Defence Secretary Gavin Williamson reacts to revelations of Russia's cyber attacks. So basically, they're just recycling their ridiculous narratives, and they don't really understand that by now we don't believe them. Not many people believe them. So, yeah. And the next one was, this was interesting because it was read out actually on the channel not long before Q dropped this. It was quite interesting. Hang on a minute. Technical difficulty. Q post 338, and it's a Attorney General New York.gov site, basically the swamp fighting back, and it's they're attacking Donald Trump Jr., Ivanka, Eric, and the Donald Trump Foundation.